Welcome to the Low Stakes Podcast, where the ticks are hot, the niggas smoke low and slow, and the stories are always medium rare. Hosted by Jeff Avgaris, fisherman and backyard barbecue master, alongside co-host Dave Lodwig, a Star Wars-loving, baseball-obsessed pitmaster, and produced by the outdoorsman himself, Nate Cross. Quite possibly the greatest name in podcast. This is the Low Stakes Podcast.
And we're back. It's time. August 10th, 2026. Here we go. I think I'm going to start differently going forward.
We're always back from something.
We are back. We're back from last week.
That's right.
I think I'm going to start with a shocking statement.
Oh boy.
I am.
That's normally Dave's department.
It is.
Oh, man. Hey, you're encroaching. That's my character.
But I think it's just, I think the people, they want something, they want some value. So I'm just going to, when you hear that awesome music, which is going to change soon, I'm just going to come out with it. I'm going to come out hot. I'm something like Seinfeld's overrated.
What?
It's totally overrated.
Wow.
I was watching it last night. I got like 3 episodes in and I didn't laugh once. Like, it's entertaining enough to watch, but it's like, I just not for me.
It's a hot take, man.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
I guess that's why he's going to start the podcast episode with
Shock and awe.
shocking
That's
take.
right.
and awe.
That's right. You got the shock and awe going. What do we got going on, guys? Dave's going to do some trivia here in a second, but anything we want to talk about before Dave gets going?
So you guys teased me about it, but last week I bought this indoor grill by Ninja.
We did tease you
I
about
know.
that.
Right. Yeah.
Now, it's a, first of all, it was confusing because I always assumed that Ninja referred to Japanese assassins, but apparently it's in reference to a entire line of home cooking gadgets.
Go figure.
I know, I was way off.
I think it even expands outside of cooking. I'm pretty sure they have like just general home appliances.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I honestly like washing machines and stuff like that.
Do they really now?
I think they've expanded outside of cooking.
Like one of those robot vacuums, like,
Yeah, probably.
what was that? Oh, that's our house Ninja.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got this Ninja indoor grill,
Mm-hmm.
and it does air frying.
Yeah.
You can bake a cake in it. It's a roaster. It's like a pressure cooker roaster, and then it also does a grill. And so I wanted to try it out. I was like, oh, this is cool. It was my anniversary gift to myself.
Yeah. Those are the best.
Those are the best.
Mhm.
You can justify it.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, so last week I defrosted some sirloin, got it out of my freezer, heated that indoor grill up, threw it on, marinated the steak along with some peppers, threw it on the grill, had steak fajitas that night, and they were wonderful. Wonderful. So I cannot recommend that enough. You all right?
Yeah. Okay. You missed a few parts to that story. You got your sirloin out of the freezer. You put your high heels on.
Oh
You
my
got
gosh.
your apron on. You fired up the indoor grill. You did your hair, got your makeup going,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
made these just fantastic fajitas.
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 Anyway,
So
I'm American.
I generally pan sear my fajita steak anyways.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's this thick.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm not even, I generally don't even grill it. It's not worth the time to get the grill out. I just pan
Here's the
sear it.
thing.
Mm.
That thing is awesome.
Well,
Like,
I'm
I
just
cannot-
saying you didn't have to give up your man card for
Oh, my
fajitas.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could have
Gosh.
kept it.
It's fine. I am so confident in my masculinity that I don't need to even respond to what you guys are saying at this point because I know it. So anyway, did that. Yeah, it was a big week in Lodwick House. We also did a murder mystery night
Mhm.
on
Fun.
Friday. Yeah, it was fun. And so it was a trailer park tragedy,
Mhm.
which I'll let your imagination fill in all the gaps there. Whatever it is you're thinking, it's much worse. And
My mother-in-law was like not happy with you guys for the church for doing trailer park because she felt like we were making fun of the trailer park, like people from trailer park. And I was like, it's just for fun. I mean, everybody there's a a stigma on every group of people, and we're just kind of overdoing, making fun of it. And she was like, I just don't think it's funny. I just don't think you should make fun of people like that. It was kind of an interesting thing. Yeah.
So anyway,
wow, that was a big buzzkill. So I would say,
I think you have to be able to laugh at everything, right? I mean, there's a lot. You can laugh at me. I mean, there's plenty of things to laugh at about me.
That's the thing. Like, some people just don't get humor. Humor is it provokes, and it always touches the edge of offense, and sometimes it goes over the edge.
Yeah.
But when it's not mean spirited, then it's fine.
Exactly.
The thing is, so I took that picture of my wife and I literally look like Larry the Cable Guy. And my wife was in leopard print tights with a New Kids on the Block tank top and this bouffant wig and high heels. And I sent that picture over to my good friends at our local minor league baseball team in the front office. I said, I've been a part of this program hosting players for 5 years, and we've yet to do a Trailer Trash Tuesday promotion over there. And they respond. They're like, "We'll get on that. We'll get on that.
You got to let me know when that's happening."
Yeah, exactly.
That's solid.
What they said back to me is like, "We're working on figuring that out." But how would we disseminate people who were there for the promotion and those who just show up in general?
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's just Tuesday. Man, everybody looks like me tonight. What's up with that? I guess we all shop at the same store.
Yes.
Hey, another couple tall boys over here.
So you did the murder mystery at church.
Yeah.
Nice.
So our church does we do a bunch of couples nights, and we do typically annually a murder mystery night. Jeff and his wife Sarah were part of our last one, where it was a
no, I won the last one.
That is,
I did.
There it is.
I won. I have the trophy still at home.
Yeah. We it was a casino night mystery, and I was a Las Vegas magician named Vincenzo the Amazing. And it was awesome. I would say, though, like, I laughed harder at this one
I bet.
than that. So we're already planning next year's, and probably an 80s theme.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's good. And then last but not least, I celebrated my wedding anniversary yesterday. Just got back from Double Arrow Resort outside of Missoula here, up in Sealy, and happy 23 years to me and my wife.
Yeah, Dave, letting a little secret, a little under the hood here. Dave has gotten a little out of control with ChatGPT.
A little?
Yeah, like he bought a membership there, and now everything is ChatGPT altered. So he spent all day yesterday on his Facebook page doing the altered wedding photos that I got married in 1861, and this was me, and this was her doing this, and this is why we got together. I mean, how many of those did you do? 5 or 6 of them?
I did like 5 of them. Every couple hours I would post a new one. I was impressed. Here, I'll read you one. I was impressed at the story, not just the picture. It's like, so it's my wife and I getting married in like 1932 or whatnot. Let me pull up my favorite story. The one in 83 was good, about how I had to tackle her at a Quiet Riot concert. Where's the one? The one from the 70s was my favorite. Here we go. Happy 47th anniversary to my true love, Heather Lodwig. We said I do way back in 1979. March of that year, I was guest refereeing at the local roller derby in Muncie, Indiana, when I was temporarily blinded in my right eye by a flying tooth. One of the performers, Thunder Hips O'Shaughnessy, immediately left the match and skated over to check on me. Even though she was caked in sweat and blood, I could immediately see her intoxicating beauty. Her thin jawline, firm lips, the 2 asymmetrical beauty marks on her forehead and left nostril, the cleft palate.
The cleft palate.
And it was truly love at first sight. 5 months and 3 surgeries later, she stood before me in the VFW hall as the most beautiful bride any man had ever seen. Here's to 47 more years.
Yeah. So, you mentioned, I don't know if it was last week or a few weeks ago, like, what's one thing you could get rid of? And I would like to change mine to agree with you. I want to get rid of Dave's access to AI.
Oh man, the thing about it is my wife was loving it. She was laughing so hard at these because she was like, "Oh, you should write this. You should write this." She is my soulmate. Everybody out there is like, "Man, how does she put up with him?" And no, she gives it out just as much as I do. And like we are two stars that collided in the sky.
She's a saint. That's how she puts up with you. She's a saint.
But no, she is straight up funny. She is straight up funny.
It's funny that Dave's he's witty, but he posts this first one. I was like, oh, that's funny, because he always does something funny like that for some sort of event. And so I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. And I didn't really put together the dates were all wrong and stuff. I was like, oh, that's nice,
Reading's not high on stuff.
Yeah, I just skim. I'm more of a picture guy. So.
Scratch and sniff. He's got a scratch and sniff Bible. The Old Testament gets a little hairy. Yeah. But anyway, go ahead. You were saying.
Literally.
Yeah. And then the second one comes. And so me and my wife are watching them and we laughed the first one. The second one we laugh at. And by like the fourth one, Sarah's like, aren't they supposed to be like somewhere together or something? And I was like, yeah, they're up at Cedar Lake. And then the fifth one comes out. I was like, oh, we got a fifth one. And Sarah's like, oh, come on.
We're literally laying in the bed in our cabin up there like, all right, what should the next one be? And she's like, help me write it and all of this. And it was great.
A fifth one has hit the tower.
Oh, yeah. She's like, you got to keep doing them. She was like pushing me. She's like, these are going to drive people nuts. And I was like, she's my soulmate. She's my absolute
How many
soulmate.
Total?
I think we did 5. I did 5 fake postings. I worked in a couple of extra pictures in the comments on some of the posts. Like one guy's a buddy of mine named Gary is like, do a pirate one. I said, well, here's one with us getting married on the Titanic. And so it's us on the deck of the Titanic getting married. And so I was able to work in some others. But
50 years from now, your grandkids are gonna, or great grandkids, they're gonna look up like, hey, what was great grandpa Dave like?
Yeah.
And that's gonna come up as like the actual story of how you met and married your wife. So I just want you to know that's your legacy now. Legacy. It's forever.
I'm never going to meet my great grandkids. I don't care. I want to be mysterious.
Yes.
Like finding out about great grandpa is like a choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
Like, not quite sure about him.
Well, I did not go to mystery night because I had 6, 7 little girls staying the night at my house. Dave's daughter was one of them.
6, 7. Gosh, that's lame for dads now too.
But so I had one of those. I think the basis of this podcast kind of weekends.
Yeah,
I had to paint my garage inside. Forgot how hard that is. And so I'm about halfway done. It's fine. And then I got a garden problem. Okay. So we put in this garden and I'm really getting into it. I got YouTube videos going. I don't remember if I brought it up on this podcast or not. I got YouTube videos up. I'm talking about male and female flowers. I'm trying to inseminate here. I mean, I'm doing it all. Right.
You were making fun of my masculinity.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm doing it all. I'm growing stuff. That's manly.
Greta Green Thumb over here is giving us a breakdown of the weekend. So go ahead. Tell us more about it.
Okay. So anyways, so my garden, I planted it in like early June. It's just not producing. Like it's grown. It's got everything. It's growing out. It's tall. It's beautiful. It's luscious. I'm getting the starts, but nothing is actually like ripening. And so this is a big thing for me. A lot of effort to not get, I think I've gotten 3 squash out of this garden so far. And so
you plant zucchini.
I have zucchini and I've gotten 3 zucchini squashes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I gotten 3 of those. But the tomatoes, I got probably 400 tomatoes that are just green and they will not get to the ripe stage. And so anyways, I've been asking.
You can fry those.
I could. But I want some red ones.
Figured you would have known that, what with you being a secret female on the inside of your body.
Obviously
Dry
offended
green tomatoes.
Talking about his indoor ninja grill.
I mean, at least like that one, at least it conjures the idea of, like I said, a Japanese assassin, gently.
Yes, Dave.
gently cooking.
I apologize for questioning your masculinity.
Tell us
While
about
you're in your house.
Tell us about your little green tomatoes.
So anyways, I've been asking people around. I had a barbecue on yesterday about, is this me? And there's something off with all this smoke, or, the hot temperatures obviously slow a garden down, but all this smoke is killing gardens, not killing them, but like stopping them from producing. So anyways, I would say out there, if you have a garden, jump on our social media. We'll post on our Instagram and make a comment. Is your garden stalled, or are you getting stuff out of yours? The only people that I know that are getting stuff out of their garden are people that like started early, like had a greenhouse or started in their garage or something like that. That's just a stalled summer for gardens. So get on our Instagram, post if you're getting anything on yours or not. So Nate, what about you? What's going on with you? Anything going on?
I'm gonna just plead the fifth.
Oh, good. Yeah, I wouldn't.
After
Anything you say is
Hold on, let me sharpen my spear. Go ahead. What was that?
Nothing super special happened over the weekend. We went to the Lake Como with our church, did a barbecue baptism.
Lake Como, was it windy up there?
No, Lake Como is always nice.
Is it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the water's great. It's super warm. Oh, wait, actually, it's horrible.
Worst lake ever.
Freezing water. Wind is just blowing 100 miles an hour continuously. Don't go there. It's terrible. But no, had a great time with the church family. Did the baptism. Got to enjoy that. And otherwise, it was a pretty quiet weekend. Just kind of stayed at home, worked on projects, things like that.
Love it. Dave, with that, give us our oh, no, you're going to do a trivia. I'm sorry. Go with the trivia.
Our
Apologies.
First
go with the first sponsor.
Thought it'd be fun to change it up. So our good friends at mysterymeadows.com has donated a bottle of sandalwood vanilla men's cologne. This is what you guys are going to be playing for today. So we're going to do a little contest.
Yeah.
And so this is the way it's going to work is I have 10 nicknames of sports franchises. So to give an example, if I were to say the Legion of Boom, that would be in reference to
the New York Giants.
Oh man, you're gonna win this so easily, man. Like I can't even begin to. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say out the name of the nickname of this sports franchise, and then you to ring in, to buzz in, you're going to say your first name.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
my first name.
Yeah. It's not mine.
And then how long do you have to answer? Because I'll just say Jeff, and then I'll sit here for a minute and think about it.
Oh my gosh. You have.
Who is that guy?
God. How can I cheat the system every time? You have 5 seconds to answer.
Okay.
All right. And so whoever gets the most out of 10 wins this bottle of sandalwood vanilla cologne.
Sandalwood vanilla. Can I smell it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's incredibly nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
He takes a swig.
It's also really good over chocolate ice cream. So. All right, here we go.
I was hoping when I saw that it was a sponsorship from Rose and her whiskey. So.
Whiskey.
I don't think that forced phrase was enough there, Dave. You realize we're in an enclosed, pretty small room. Smells like Abercrombie and Fitch.
A little strong.
Abercrombie and Fitch. All right. Number 1.
Okay.
The Boys of Summer.
A team, a specific team?
Mm-hmm. That's a reference to a specific team.
Jeff, I know it's got to be a baseball team, so I'm going to say it's the New York Yankees.
Nope. Nate?
I mean, I know it's a baseball team too, but Dodgers?
It is the Brooklyn Dodgers. So the 1950s Brooklyn Dodgers. I'm going to keep a total here because Nate just randomly got one.
Well, that wasn't entirely random but however, my reasoning was flawed. I figured because they were the first kind of West Coast team.
Nope. They were called the Boys of Summer when they played in Brooklyn, when Duke Snider was manning center field and Gil Hodges was at first base and all of that. So
I like it.
Number 2, Phi Slamma Jamma.
Does
Phi Slamma Jamma. I can't even guess that one.
I don't think WWE counts as a
No.
sport.
Phi Slamma Jamma.
Phi Slamma Jamma.
You want me to give you I can tell you what sport it is.
Sure.
This is going to be shocking. Basketball.
That's what I was thinking. 5. I'm assuming phi is 5.
Phi. No.
Phi Slamma Jamma.
You never took ancient Greek.
Jeff.
Oh, it's that 5.
76ers.
No.
Bulls.
No, it was the 82 to 84 University of Houston basketball team.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually
this is the worst trivia ever.
There was just a 30 for 30 on this because that was Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler.
The most random crap.
All right.
If I win this with one right.
Number 3, the Purple People Eaters.
Jeff.
Yep.
Minnesota Vikings.
That is correct. Jeff's on the board. Ding, ding, ding. Number 4, the Broad Street Bullies.
Broad Street
I never said
Bullies.
these were going to be easy.
No, you didn't.
You have proven that.
Yeah, that's for sure. Broad Street Bullies.
Yeah.
Jeff, New York Giants.
Incorrect.
Oh.
On so many different ways. That was wow.
Then I'm thinking also a New York team. Jets?
No. That would be the 1970s Philadelphia Flyers, whose stadium is located on Broad Street in Philadelphia. All right, number 5.
We're doing so good.
Number 5. We're tied 1-1.
Okay.
Pony Express refers to a team. You guys need a hint?
Yeah, you better give us a hint.
Football.
The Pony Express. Jeff.
Go for it.
Denver Broncos.
Incorrect.
This is encapsulating audio too.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of what teams. I don't know. I got nothing. I would have said Broncos too.
1979 Southern Methodist University football. That was the famous, the Mustangs, Pony Express. Eric Dickerson was on that team. Dude, I thought you guys were sports fans. Pony Express. All right, here we go. Number 6, the Nasty Boys.
Only on number 6?
The Nasty Boys. Come on, Jeff. You can get this one.
The Nasty Boys. I don't have any clue.
I'm going to say it, and you're going to kick yourself and be like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Give us a league or a sport.
That's baseball.
The
Nasty
Boys. Jeff, the Boston Red Sox.
Incorrect.
It was good for me once before. I'm going to go with the Dodgers again.
Nope.
Yeah, rats.
The 1990 Cincinnati Reds. Their bullpen was called the Nasty Boys.
Was it really?
Andy Myers, Norm Charlton, all of those guys. So, yeah, the Nasty Boys. Number 7, the greatest show on turf.
At Nathan.
Yep.
LA Rams.
Oh, that's a good one.
Incorrect.
Oh, St. Louis Rams. Sorry.
Jeff, St. Louis Rams.
That is correct, Jeff.
I knew you were going to ring me up on a technicality.
Got to get it
I
right.
should have just said Rams.
If you'd said Rams, you would have gotten it. Jeff with the steal.
Yes, I'll take that. I'm going to need it.
Number 8, the Fab Five.
The Fab Five. Jeff, Lakers.
Incorrect. Right sport. Incorrect.
Is that Bulls?
No, that was the 1991 University of Michigan basketball team.
Oh, yeah.
Never would have got that.
Yeah.
Chris Webber and Juwan Howard, all
I
those
think
guys.
You can just chalk us up to not get the college one.
Man. Okay, here we go. Last 2. Jeff is in the lead.
Love it.
Number 9, Murderer's Row.
Oh, I know this one.
Well, then answer it.
Nathan, Raiders?
Incorrect.
No, this is a baseball one.
Maybe the most famous baseball nickname for a team ever.
Yeah. I want to say it's the Yankees, but I don't think it's the Yankees. Gosh, my brain.
Do I get a second?
Jeff,
answer?
No,
I'm going to say Yankees.
it is the 1927
Yeah.
New York Yankees,
Mhm.
widely considered to be one of, if not the greatest teams ever assembled.
Mhm. I just won. I just want you to know that.
Yep.
But
Last
that's the
one.
Last one.
Run TMC. This is
Oh,
famous.
come on. You don't know that one?
Do you know it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Run TMC.
So it has to be something in the late 80s, early 90s. Because
Early 90s.
Yeah.
I'll give you the sport, basketball.
Okay, it's basketball.
There are listeners screaming at their different devices right now.
Run TMC. Jeff, Timberwolves.
Incorrect.
I got nothing.
That was the nickname for the early 90s Golden State Warriors with Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond, and Chris Mullin.
Really?
TMC.
I even watched basketball then. I don't remember that.
That was their nicknames. If you go to YouTube and type in Run TMC, you'll just get highlights of that team. Well, with a resounding win 3-1, which is both impressive and pathetic at the same time. There you go, Jeff.
Yes.
Again, that is brought to us by our good friends at mysterymeadows.com.
Mystery Meadows. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a sweet smelling little nugget there.
I know.
I'm going to wear it proudly.
I know.
Well, all I got to say is just that, the man who needed it won it.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I definitely need it. I got a little stank to me.
Isn't he your boss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a little professional advice.
So we're going to jump into our main topic, our first topic today. We talked about it last week, but fair culture. And so we talked actually a little bit before the start of the podcast today too. But fairs, we can talk about the culture of it, but kind of like parades. Are fairs done? Like, are fairs a thing of the past? Fairs used to be like a thing that people looked forward to. I mean, I guess the question is, we'll talk about the people, which is going to be the funny part of this, but are fairs a thing of the past?
No, I mean, they're always going to be there. I think the popularity of the fair is waning compared to what it was in the past. But we grew up around much larger fairs in larger metropolitan areas compared to the local fair here. True. And so they were a much larger deal here. I've lived in Missoula for 13 and a half years. I don't have a view beyond that of how popular our fair here in Western Montana, the Western Montana Fair was before that. So I don't know if it's waned or stayed consistent, but
yeah, I'm trying to think because I feel like it's maybe not that fairs are done, but we've aged out of them.
Yeah.
Well, because I know with a lot of young people, every kid in my youth group, all the young adults at our church, everyone I talk to in the valley, they're excited for our fair. But even, when I was here in high school, like it was the thing to do for the week of the fair. You would go and be at the fair. You would do the rides. You would eat the food. You'd go watch the rodeo and the demolition derby and all that sort of stuff. But it was always the high school kids, college kids maybe. But so I feel like it's not that it's done and gone. It's just that we've aged out of it. And that makes it feel a little bit like, this is done and gone. But you go there and there's still, every parking space for 3 square miles is full and people are there all day, every day. So someone thinks it's popular.
Yeah.
I think that with my son being in high school and he was like, I'm going to go check out the fair. So he drove himself down. He went with a couple of his friends, but they did it ironically. So there wasn't like a genuine, this will be awesome. Let's go to the fair and have a good time. It was more of a, let's go to the fair and see how we can make fun of it.
Yeah.
So right. I think we've entered into that era where the age group that you're describing, who used to love it, now look at it ironically.
Well, it's an entertainment thing too, right? Like when we were kids, maybe you had an Atari, maybe the beginning of a computer, but for the most part, this is the kind of stuff you did for entertainment, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so you went to a fair, you look forward to the fair. You usually went, of course, back then you had to pay. Like our fair is free to get in, but it's an investment to go. But you'd go to the fair and hang out with your friends and walk around who you could see and eat and play, ride on the rides, whatever. But now entertainment, there's so many entertainment options. It's like there's always popping. You know, there's you used to wait for, we talked about last week, the concert. You wait for the band to come that was going to come with the fair. Now, these bands travel so much. There's these different venues. You can go any day of the week. If you miss something at the fair, just, go over to Bozeman. They're playing there the next day, So I don't know. It's just a different culture thing.
Even as a kid, and now we can talk about the culture and the people of the fair, but
we said that.
I would say this is my bold statement, but fair culture is my second most despised culture.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of every culture out there.
I really want to hear his first most despised culture.
Oh, I'll get you to my first culture I really don't like.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Toxic masculinity.
Well, we just want to thank all of you for tuning in for our last episode. Like, what happened to Dave? He was canceled. He was canceled. As a kid, I would go to the fair and you would get excited because you think it's going to be something much more than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And really all it is just like a really sort of like Dollar Tree version of Disneyland. And, you go and you think, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing ever. And then you do like 3 rides. Even as a kid, I would be like, those were lame. Why did I wait to go? They're just lame.
Yeah.
They just go in a circle with flashing lights. And you think, well, that was outstanding. I'm glad I paid the $30 for the wristband at the gas station here in town to do that. And I never understood why anybody wanted to see the animals. It's like the most depressing petting zoo you're ever going to go in. Like, hey, here's a combination of sheep, cows, horses, pigs, and goats. Like that's the 5-tiered variety. You see it every fair, everywhere. And, you see the first goat, yay. By the 9th goat, you're like, okay, where's the next pen that I can go to? And it's like, oh, look, it's a pig. It's big and disgusting. Great.
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but they don't let you see all those animals as like a petting zoo sort of thing.
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
It's which one am I going to buy to slaughter and eat?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But as a kid,
it looked like a petting
it
zoo.
looked like a petting zoo. Because you're also not buying
right. You're going up like, hey, it's a baby goat. And then some guy's bidding on it and they break its neck in the back. And like, I know, you missed that part. God, man. Here you go.
I remember the first time I went through and saw a rabbit in with the goats.
Yeah.
I was like, well, what's the deal here? And there's this young gal there, and I was young myself. And I was like, why you got rabbits in there? And she said, well, the rabbits keep the goats calm. Like, what? It's like they're pets or something? What's going on?
Like, without the rabbits, the goats are over in the corner, like, smoking.
We're breaking out of here, pal.
I know. Hey, man, I can't see it in here much longer. I don't know what's going on. Is that a rabbit? Just, man, we just need to chill out. Just chill out. It's like, can't stand being around these pigs much longer. The smell. Like, the smell is awful.
It is.
It is horrendous. Every fair, there's just that vague smell of barnyard animal feces wafting in the wind at some point. And you're just like, ugh.
Our fair, you have to, I just can't believe that they do this. They put all the animals in those tents and everything, and then they put the food court right next to it. Like,
and they got fans blowing on the animals, shift the air over. Yeah.
It's like, great planning, guys.
Oh, sorry. Is the corn dog bad?
No, it's joy. God. Even fair food. Like, it used to be like, wow, I'm going to get a foot-long corn dog or something like that. And now it's just it's just so over the top with stuff. It's
Yeah.
like, what, let's.
I will
deep
agree
fry
with
something.
that. I used to love all of the different fair foods, and there wasn't that many choices either. Like, you would get your funnel cakes, you'd have your corn dogs, maybe the corn on the cob or whatever. Like, there was probably 10, 12 different things. Now it's like analysis paralysis, 30 different options.
Yeah.
Well,
and,
what
like,
happened is the food truck thing. So like
Yeah.
everybody brought their food trucks in. So now you got 40 options, and like, you bring your kids and you're like, what do you want to eat? And they're like, they can't make a decision because they can never make a dang decision. And so I'm like, I'm with you though. When it was used to be, it's barbecued something.
Yeah.
It was like the corn dogs, the funnel cake. I mean, it's the
The
simple
big corn
stuff.
on the cob.
Big corn on the cob. Yeah, it was the simple stuff. And so now it's like,
So now it's like everyone tries to fry, all manner of random crazy things. And it's okay, cool. You can fry ice cream. Like, that's great. But like,
The Mexicans perfected that a
Yes, they
long time ago.
yeah. And, that's not a meal.
no.
So now I'm going to go spend $15 on some fried ice cream, but then I got to go spend $25 on, whatever other meal option is there. By the time you get out of there, it's like the most expensive way to do a dinner ever.
It ain't good.
You could go to $18.89 for less than a fair.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, and the people are weird. I'm sorry. If you're out there and you're listening to this, like the people that they can hire to do that job are just like, I mean, like I don't
Like, are you talking about like the carnies who
like
run the ride?
carnies. Yeah, it's like, you go by the games, like, hey, come over here, $5. You get three throws, $5. Come on, come over here. And I'm like, okay, your 25-cent thing that I'm going to throw away on the outside as I walk out of here. And yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Oh, you go see my buddy Stucky over on the Twirl and Hurl. He's gonna hook you up, man. He won't even charge you them tickets.
We're doing a meeting this morning here at the office, and they're packing up for those that want context here. They're packing up the fair right now next door to us, just a block away. But we're doing a meeting this morning in my office, and one of the gals that works here looks out the window. She's like, "That's got to be a carny," and I didn't even get up and look, but it was a guy in a I don't have a better name for it, a wife beater. One
White tank top.
whatever it is. But one side's the tank top and one side has a full sleeve.
Yeah.
So it's like half and half. So it's like he had a full sleeve that he's just going to cut one side off. That's got carny written all over.
Man, I got to cover up these burn scars. And let's see, be distasteful.
And
here's the thing. Every time they pack those rides out, go walk through the lawn as soon as those rides leave, and start just collecting the loose lag bolts. They're just standing around there. Just be like, that tells you probably the
That's how you get money.
Yeah.
That's how you get your money to ride the rides next year.
Yeah, exactly.
You go recycle all the lag bolts
my
you find from
gosh.
last year, and then you earn enough money that you can go and attend the fair the next year.
Every year there's some kid that dies on a fair ride.
Yeah.
And there's probably 3 ride companies in the whole United States that run
Probably.
those. Yeah.
I will say that, and I don't know if I would put Hamilton into this category, but probably fairs in small towns are still a big deal.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
They are.
they still look forward to it a ton. Like we're going to go, my neighborhood, we're going to roast a pig like over on a spit.
Did you pick it out at the fair?
Oh, I'm going to. Yeah. So we're going to go down to Hamilton here. It's September 5th is the sale. Meet me down there if you're listening and you want to see it happen live. But we're going to go down there and buy a
Do it
pig.
on location.
Ooh, on location.
Kill it right there.
That's right. I'll buy it. I will kill it.
That would make the fair auction so much more interesting.
No.
After you buy it, you have to go butcher it right there.
One of those like cattle gun things. Well, that one didn't put up much fight. What else do you got?
That's what you base your bid off of. Which one's going to fight the hardest?
Exactly.
But on the flip side, I will say, like with this sort of thing, there is a whole, it's not industry, there's a whole group of children that still to this day with 4-H and FFA put their heart and soul into raising these animals. They bring them, they sell them, they make money off of them. I've still don't understand how their parents make them work for 4 months to end up making about $200. But hey, it shows work ethic. So, I would never, and I like to support that. So going and buying from those is good. If you're going to buy something, go buy from there. But I consider the animal part separate from the fair culture, because the fair is just,
it's different when you have, a kid in FFA who's worked for 8 months to raise their animal versus a carny that has been in, 50 different states over the last 8 months, ripping people off with their, scam games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Totally separate things.
Separate things. Yeah, totally.
I don't want to just straight up make fun of people who really, really love the fair. But the way I view it is like if you ever go to like the fair versus even like going over to Silverwood or something like that, it's the same difference between like going to an NFL game and a college football game. I don't know if you've ever really paid attention to this, but if you go to like a Seahawks game, and sorry to all of our Seattle fans out there, but the Seahawks, it's a rough experience.
It is.
It is a rough experience. I've just seen awful things happen. Well, the collective, education achievement at an NFL game is what? A GED?
Yeah.
And and I mean,
that was not the direction I expected.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I know.
But no one who watches the NFL is going to want to listen anymore.
But seriously, it's like, man, we got tailgate, and you go to a college game. There's a different standard of behavior that you get there, because the minimum aid or minimum education there is probably a bachelor's degree or in pursuit of a bachelor's degree and alumni and all of this stuff. That's how I view the fair. Compared to other similar experiences. It plays to the lowest common denominator. And eventually, you guys are just looking at me like, oh, please stop talking, Dave.
How about that next sponsor?
There's just something grating on it. It's like the dude walking around in a mullet with a sleeveless Def Leppard t-shirt. He's like, man, I've been saving up all year for this. It's like, really?
So that was Dave Friday night.
Oh, yeah. Except it was a sleeveless flannel shirt.
I don't know if I have that experience directly, just because I never really did the rides at all.
I didn't either.
So when you go to the fair and you're just there for some good food, hang out with friends, see the animals, maybe bid on an animal if that's what you're there for, and then like the rodeo or back when they did it, the demolition derby, things like that, I think the fair has merit. But the rides side of fairs,
I agree. That's what I meant too.
I aged out of fair rides by the time I was like 7 or 8. And honestly, so did both of my kids. Like, my kids just do not care about going to the fair at all.
I can't spin. I get incredibly dizzy and
I do too.
fast. And so like 90% of the fair rides, I'm out already. And the 2 or 3 that I could do, I'm like,
I have that issue with FPV video games too.
Oh yeah.
Motion
sickness.
Yeah. It's just, that motion sickness is a thing. So if you love the fair, apologies to all of you out there. I don't hate it. I don't love it. We'll go if we have time. If we don't, we're not heartbroken. But I think that's kind of where
I will say, now that I have, a 2, almost 3-year-old daughter, like, she loves, I tell you what, going and seeing the bunnies.
Yeah.
Like, she freaked out about that. So like, now I go to the fair with her and we'll grab some of the junk food and it's a fun time. But like, the Hamilton Fair has a great rodeo.
They do.
They do a different type of rodeo every single night, actually. And so like, that's awesome.
To me, that's the key of making the fair engaging still. Like, if you want to have people come to your fair, then you have to have actual entertainment acts.
Yeah.
Because the fair itself, I think, is just losing its cultural appeal. Like you had said, there's just way too many ways for people to entertain themselves now compared to like 20 years ago. But you have to have big entertainment, You have to have a demolition derby. You have to have a monster truck show. You have to have, you need to like wheel Night Ranger back out on the stage or something like that. It's like, oh yeah, I remember their 2 songs. And
I guess it just makes me a little sad because it's just one more thing that from our youth. And again, the basis of this podcast is a bunch of old guys, except one of us.
I was going to say, a bunch of old guys.
2 old guys and a middle-aged guy. But it's sad that this is a part of our youth. This is a part of the culture when we were young. Love it or hate it, people look forward to it. And now it's just kind of relegated to like, if it happens, that's awesome. If it doesn't, you probably wouldn't have a lot of people squeaking in the community about it not coming to town. And that's a bummer to me because, as in my mind, not to sound super old, but in my mind, if it's the fair today, what is it tomorrow that we start, we lose from our culture in the name of, better options. I mean, like, it's just so I try to go. I didn't this year. I try to go just to support it so it'll keep coming. And as long as people keep showing up, they're going to keep bringing it back. So, but it's a thing. So,
well, when you go down to Hamilton, I'll give you some names for pigs to.
I love it. You got pigs that we can bid on?
We got a bunch of kids in our church that.
Yeah, please do. Because I'm coming in cold. So I'll definitely bid on one of the church kids.
I can get to that to you.
Awesome.
Yeah. Can he bring his own AR-15 with him when he comes down?
I'm going to bring my own AR-15.
No, actually,
everywhere.
We have a rule at the Hamilton Fair. It has to be done with a Bowie knife. That's the only option.
I'll bring 2 of those too.
Shirtless.
Kids,
gather around.
I never go to the fair with my shirt on. So
exactly.
I'm hitting all of them.
Again, awful culture.
Oh, Dave, what's our next sponsor?
In 1982, our entire country learned the danger of what can happen when you move into the wrong home.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Spielberg, he produced a documentary film, famous one, called Poltergeist, where the Freeling family moved into a brand new home that was unfortunately built over an old cemetery.
Oh.
Poor family had to endure some pretty hair-raising stuff, an unfinished swimming pool containing decaying bodies, a possessed tree, 6% closing costs, all because they clearly used the wrong real estate agent. If you're looking for a new home, you're going to want a realtor that's willing to put the work in for you. Luckily, Rose Chadwell at Big Sky Brokers will make sure that your home buying process will go smoothly with low closing costs and no demonic opposition.
Ooh.
Reach out to her today at rose@bigskybrokers.com.
All right. Thank you, Rose. We are going to try something new out today. Dave was ranting to me just a couple days ago, and he was like, we got to talk about this on the podcast. So we hadn't come up with a name for the segment. So before we jump into it, I have a couple options that I wanted to run by you guys that I got from ChatGPT. So
you can use ChatGPT.
Dave already approved
how it is.
Yeah,
so maybe we call this whole segment Double Standards. Double Standards, the Low Stakes Podcast.
Dave, we haven't started this.
Go ahead.
Yet.
Go ahead.
Okay. So here are I put in what we're doing here, and here's ChatGPT's top 10 names for this segment. Number 1, unsolicited opinions.
That's a mouthful.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
2, tiny rant.
Okay, keep it going.
3, things that bug me.
Whoa.
Easy, Grandpa. The language. The family podcast.
If you liked that one, the next one is the weekly grumble.
That does feel 1936 right there.
Absolutely.
You gotta shake your fist while you do it.
Yeah.
Here's the one Dave's going to pick. Petty and proud.
That's a good one.
Number 6, okay, hear me out.
Okay.
Okay. Number 7, randomly irritated.
No, because this is more than an irritation.
And it's not random.
It's not random.
It's very focused.
8 is a brief complaint. Not too bad. 9, rant of the moment. That's 2 to the point.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the best one.
Oh,
I picked number 10. Number 10, why am I like this?
Man, there's too much truth in that one. I just wrote down what really chaps my hide.
Really, yes.
listeners, if you're and viewers
Uh-huh.
on YouTube, this is just stuff that really just pisses us off.
Yep.
And
So to comment down below. We're not going to
Yeah.
name it today, but
Yeah.
comment either on the YouTube video or on Instagram. What would you name this segment? Because we're going to be ranting. So
yeah, you can talk about what grinds my gears, what chaps my hide. You know,
Mhm.
that kind of
why am I like this?
Why am I like this? Now we're like it's like we're gonna have an
introspective.
expert in here for like therapy. Like,
Yeah.
well, tell me about your family
No.
of origin.
No.
Oh my gosh. What, my wife?
Your wife.
Oh.
Yes. Why is he like this? Heather, you're coming on the show.
How she would just shake her head and cry. Like, it's been 20 some odd years. I cannot figure it out.
We'd say, all right, we're transitioning to the new segment. Why is he like this? And she'd be like, I
don't know.
Thank you. I want to find out.
I am her white whale when it comes to figuring out the way people are, as a therapist. So for those of you who don't know, my wife is a marriage and family therapist with a private
Was she a
practice.
therapist before you got married?
She was she was on the way. Yeah. She was
She was in.
yeah, she was in school.
A likely story. I think
She was
she
in
probably
8th grade and she had just
I was 34.
exactly.
Oh man.
Exactly. The laws in Oregon are a little different.
We lost him.
One of these episodes, I'm gonna make him laugh so hard he's just gonna get up and walk out of the studio because that'd be great. All right, what
Okay.
pisses us off? Go ahead.
You go first.
All
I
right,
can't do it.
all right.
What pisses us off was not one of the options.
I know. All right, so why am I the way I am? I don't know. This is the culture I hate the worst. So fair culture, number 2.
Mhm.
Number 1, tipping culture.
Oh.
Oh. Can I ask you an honest question? Honest
Mhm.
question. You go to Wendy's,
Mhm.
you pull through the drive-through,
Mhm.
you have ordered something, they hand it to you, you exchange money with them because now goods and services are being exchanged with each other.
Mhm.
At what point do you tip the person handing you the bag of French fries and a burger at Wendy's?
Never.
I don't at a fast food restaurant.
So then why do we have to tip the drive-through barista?
Yeah.
How is that any different?
That's a good call.
The only
Don't.
caveat,
You're not going to sway me.
I'm not going to try to sway you. Give a little bit of like logic of why we maybe do that. I know, or at least like they know me, I pull up in my car and they're like, oh yeah, I pretty much have this order. If you go to the same barista or same coffee shop
Mhm.
every time. So there's a little bit of familiarity maybe. And maybe that's why it kind of became accepted practice to tip at the drive-through coffee shop.
And you'll almost get nasty looks now if you don't tip. Like it becomes like there's like this social tension now when they hand you that clipboard,
Yeah.
the pen in there and the smile.
And then they stare at you.
Yeah, they stare at you like, I won't be able to eat this week unless you step up. It's gotten so out of hand. Tipping is everywhere. So we were in Seattle a couple years ago, whole family, and we're heading back here. It's about an 8-hour drive. And so we're by the University District in Seattle, and we go at like 8:30 in the morning to get some bagels or muffins or something and some coffee at this local bakery there. So we have some breakfast for the drive. Go through. They turn, and it's, when I say they, I am describing the exact person you're thinking of when I say the word Seattle.
Mhm.
That's who's working the counter there. Okay. Right.
We all see it vividly in our
you all
mind.
see it vividly. Like they're wearing an allotment of hemp-based clothing. And
Hair multiple colors.
I was going to say
yes.
at least one not natural.
Yes, exactly. It's all made from sustainable materials. And they have a brown paper bag. They get some bagels and some tongs and put the bagels in the bag, turn around. It's not like they were in the back whipping them out for me when I got there. Like they saw me walking up and like, hey, it's Dave. Let's get him some brand new blueberry bagels. And then they go over to the percolator, pour my coffee and give it to me. And then they look at me and they say, I give them my card and they go, well, we usually charge a standard 25% tip. Do you want to leave anything above and beyond that?
That's crazy.
It was insane. I looked at him and I was like, you turned around and put bagels in a brown paper bag and handed them to me.
Yeah.
And you just off of the top take an extra 25%. And then they look so offended where I was like, I don't want to leave any tip because you didn't bring them to me with a smile and love and appreciation that I'm in there, that you were trying to win me over by serving me. They didn't do that. And it just grinded my gears for 8 hours driving home.
An automatic tip that's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They have a sign there. It just says 25% gratuity included.
Honestly, even when you go to a restaurant and you're like with a group and they say, a certain amount of gratuity is included with your group, even that gets to me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I can understand it because, there's reasons for that. But to do it at a fast food or a coffee shop or something like that, to automatically demand a tip. That's
the
crazy.
amount of, I even consider like when you're checking out at the grocery store and they ask you if you want to make, some donation there, that's borderline tipping culture.
Yeah.
And it's getting to me too. Like a couple years ago, there's always some cause that we have to give to at the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm checking out at, back when we had Albertsons here before it got sold. And I'm checking out there and there's this girl who's my cashier and I'm going to, pay for my groceries with my card. And she goes, do you want to leave a little something there for prostate cancer? And I said, oh, no, not today. She goes, oh, you don't want to help people live? I looked at her. I was like, I have a prostate. You don't. Okay. Like, back off.
I went through a Taco Bell here locally
Yeah.
a month or so ago. And they always have that. Would you like to add, same thing, would you like to add 30 cents for whatever? And so they said, would you like to add 30 cents for local education? And I said in the thing, I was like, well, I'm on the local school board and I don't remember the big Taco Bell money coming in. So I don't know what local education you're funding, but it ain't the local education.
There is not a line item in the budget dependent upon how well you collect funds here at your drive-thru.
No. And, when we went to Orlando in April, when we first went there, we went to Ford's Garage because I love Ford's Garage in Florida. It's great. In my mind, it's a step up from like your local Americana stuff. It's really, really good. And they got good burgers. Anyways, so we sit down in Orlando. This didn't happen in Fort Myers. We sit down and we order and they bring it. And it was the same exact thing you just said. It was a mandatory 30% tip. So it's the total and a 30% tip. And then afterwards it says, would you like to add additional tip? And the kid came back. I was like, man, mandatory 30%. Are you kidding me?
20%.
He's like, yeah. He's like, it's what
Company
happens.
policy.
Yeah. And from what it sounds like in the main restaurants, we didn't deal with it because we DoorDashed one day, but it sounds like it's an Orlando thing. Like the restaurants have gotten together there and they're just putting this mandatory tip in. And I'm like, I'm the type, I come from America. Okay.
Yes.
And
the way God intended.
And I don't mind tipping. In fact, I'm a pretty good tipper.
Uh-huh.
But I don't like being told what to do.
No.
I hate it. I hate being like, you have to do this. I will specifically not do that if you tell me to do something a certain way. And that's a character flaw on my part, but that's just where I come from, Yeah. So telling me that 30, I was like, that hurts. That's not good. That's
going to be a hard pass.
Yeah,
And just tipping in general, a good tip used to be 10%. Like that was an acceptable, you're not at a fancy restaurant or anything, but if you're just at, a regular old restaurant and you got good service, you were thankful for everything, a 10% tip was fine. No one's going to turn their nose up at that. But now it's like the accepted tip is like, you don't give 20%, or these places that are doing 25 or 30 mandatory. It's like, well, hold up, guys. Like, this is a bonus on top.
Yeah.
It's extra because of good service. It's not just more expensive stuff. Like, if you're just going to make your restaurant more expensive, just make your restaurant more expensive.
That's right.
Whatever. But like, don't expect people to be okay with, I'm going to pay 20, 25, 30% more for the exact same thing.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know where coffee got injected into that formula. Like, it's just, you're making me a cup of coffee. That's all you're doing. You know, first of all, you got to keep a straight face when you charge me $6.50 for a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Because I know how much that is actually costing.
Yeah.
And, but then it's just like the expectation, like, are you putting like some love and fairy glitter in there or something? Because it's just a cup of coffee.
I could see, you know, when coffee shops first opened, like when Starbucks first opened stuff, there were no drive-throughs. You came into the store.
Yeah.
And it was actually a skill to brew coffee. Like if you're going to do an espresso drink, to this day, I have an espresso maker at my house. You have to know how to do the grind. You have to adjust the grind. You tamp it correctly. If it's a bad shot, you have to redo it. Make sure you know what the shot. I mean, there was skill. There was actually skill to it. Now you go in there and they've made it, apologies for how I say this, but they've made it dummy proof. You push the button to say single shot, double shot. It spits out a perfect shot. It has the foam milk foams inside. It spits out the foam milk into your thing and you hand the drink. I mean, the skill is gone. It's completely gone. So
at the big chain.
Hold on. I can't let that slide. There's a line that we have when it comes to basic decency.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we pride ourselves on being decent people.
Yeah.
So for you to refer to people in our community, in our country as dummies.
No, I said dummy proof.
Yeah, but you used a term.
And now we're going to transition to my biggest pet peeve.
Go for it,
People
Nathan.
calling the same dummy.
Yeah, exactly. Hey.
Right
The language. The language.
No, just to wrap up on the coffee shop thing, though, I agree with you when you go to your big, you know, chain coffee shops. I do still tip at my local coffee shop where I know the guy who not only made the coffee that morning and employed all of those skills that you just talked about, but also did the roasting and like found the beans.
Juan Valdez.
That
Flew to Venezuela,
Yeah, exactly.
brew them.
He shows up at your kitchen window with his donkey.
well,
Dios le bendiga. He walks off.
That guy's getting 20%.
Yeah, that guy's he's getting a tip.
we have a coffee shop in Hamilton, Brew X Coffee. I'll just call it out.
Oh, no free sponsors.
No.
Oh,
Let's invoice those guys.
we have a new sponsor.
And like they do provide service above and beyond just pressing a button and putting the hot brown bean water into a cup. So I'll tip for that. But I am 100%. The one that really got me, and this might be the last thing on this one, but the thing that really got me.
You said the last thing was the last thing.
Yeah. If you go to like McDonald's and they have the electronic ordering, it asks for a tip when you go to pay.
For electronic ordering?
No, that I draw the hard line there.
Oh, you tip when you are seated somewhere. They come and ask you, how are you doing? Can I get you anything? Would you like a refill? How's everything going here? Anything else I can do for you? That warrants a tip.
Yes.
Okay. Ricky standing over the deep fryer getting bad acne because of it does not warrant me tipping him for doing his paid job.
I actually have a theory or a way that I tip.
Okay.
I consider tipping to be an hourly wage, right? So if I go into, let's just say an Americana restaurant, let's say I go to Paradise Falls here locally in Missoula, no free sponsors. And
invoice them too.
Send them the invoice.
A new sponsor. And I think that from ordering to eating to paying should take 30 minutes. Okay. If you hit the 30-minute mark, I think that, you know, that's probably a $20 an hour job. So you're going to $10, right? But if that 30 minutes turns into an hour and 15 minutes, I'm docking that tip, right? If it should have been 30 minutes, $10. If you take an hour 15, I'm doing $5. That's just the way it is. Or if it's supposed to take 30 minutes and you get it done in 20, I might give you a little bit more than that because you get service, you were attentive. It was the correct amount of time. Like if you go to a nice restaurant, it should probably take an hour 10 because, they go slower. It's supposed to be an experience. So that's how I normally tip. It doesn't matter if I spend $200 or if I go by myself and spend $20, it's the amount of time that you spent. That's the correct amount of time to be able to serve. And that's how I do it. So
I remember, this is my last thing on tipping.
I'm going to do one last thing too.
Yeah, exactly. You also don't want to be a jerk when it comes to tipping. You should tip. Mm-hmm. And I remember in college, my friend Josh, his uncle came into town and he took a bunch of us guys out to dinner, and he did something I'd never seen before where he took 5 $10 bills and he folded them lengthwise and he put them on the end of the table. And the server came up. He didn't say anything about it, but he told us, anytime that server does something I don't like, I take one of the $10 away. I was like, wow. Awesome. Sure enough, like he got him like a Diet Coke instead of a regular Coke. And he's like, don't be a jerk when it comes.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Tipping is not your way to lord yourself over somebody else. Just be nice and tip when tipping's appropriate.
When the service goes above and beyond the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Give a tip.
Yeah.
Well, I can see that this is going to be a tough segment to get done having multiple because we just spent like 20 minutes on that. So we're going to wrap up without doing any more if it's okay with you fellas.
I mean, I feel like that was a rant from all of us.
That was a pretty good rant.
We ended up kind of all ranting about.
We went all in.
One more sponsor?
Yeah, we're definitely going to do one more sponsor. Right. So one more sponsor. Go for it.
Hola, si busca torbeo, Bowman Landscaping. Estra contratando. Llame a Chance Bowman. Hoy mismo al 406-360-0028.
Gracias. No dinero.
Did I get it right? They're hiring.
They hiring?
Probably.
Yeah, they're definitely hiring.
All right.
Well, at the end of the landscape season.
I think for our sponsors.
Well, I did it in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, anything we say goes.
Mm-hmm.
I should correct that. Anything Dave says goes. That's why we have discount codes and they're hiring.
I love that. So I'm going to...
Well, that translates to, if you're looking for work, call Chance Bowman today at 406-360-0028.
With that big Spanish population here in Missoula, I hope you were listening. I'm going to throw in another plug. We haven't plugged Montana Bond Marketing for a while, so that's my ad agency here. mtbahn.com is our website. I am Jeff at mtbahn.com. If you want to sponsor a podcast or get any work done, all of us here at Montana Bond are here for you.
The doctor did a double take when his parents said, yeah, we want his first name to be Jeff at mtbahn.com.
That's right. It just rolls off the tongue. So, with all that rigmarole, make sure you subscribe to our socials, Instagram and YouTube. Make sure you go on and comment. We had a few things on here that we want you to comment on. Give us some questions. If you have an idea of a segment, we are not set in stone. So, give us some ideas. Get out there. Just do it.
And
just shut up and do it.
Name the rant. Name the rant.
Yeah, definitely want to name the rant.
We need that.
I might like this. It's so great. Share our podcast with your friends on all your social media, or when you're having a cup of coffee down at the landscaping company and talking to your buddies, pass us out because they're listening to stuff all day long. You might as well listen to an hour of glory a week. Review us on Apple Pods, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and the Geezers for Deezers. That's where we're going to go with that. So make sure you do that. And that is it, guys. Fun one. This was great.
As always.
Thank you for everything. Thanks for listening. And next week we will be back. We're trying to get we will have another guest soon, but we haven't been able to line up quite yet. But we'll definitely be back to entertain and educate
The masses.
The masses.
And Jeff will be back with his shocking statement.
That's right.
Shocking statement.
Yeah, what is the shocking statement going to be?
Tune in next week.
Communism. I don't think it's that great.
Thank you very much. See you next week.